1. Bible records, 124 miracles. 14a. Miracles are those acts that only God can perform, usually superseding natural laws. Baker's Dictionary of the Bible defines a miracle as an event in the external world brought about by the immediate agency or the simple volition of God. It goes on to add that a miracle occurs to show that the power behind it is not limited to the laws of matter or mind as it interrupts fixed natural laws. So the term supernatural applies quite accurately? B. Miracles are also known as signs and wonders. C. Here we have one of the 124 miracles recorded in the Bible. 2. Miracle 14. Locusts, the plague of locusts, which covered all of Egypt, so that the land was darkened with them. Exodus 10:12-15. The Hebrew name of this insect, arbe, points to the multitudinous character of this visitation. Warning was given before this plague came. Again, the nearby land of Goshen was spared. A. The eighth plague, locusts. Exodus 10:12-15 New King James Version, NKJV 12. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Stretch out your hand over the land of Egypt for the locusts, that they may come upon the land of Egypt, and eat every herb of the land, all that the hail has left." 13 So Moses stretched out his rod over the land of Egypt, and the Lord brought an east wind on the land all that day and all that night. When it was morning, the east wind brought the locusts. 14 And the locusts went up over all the land of Egypt and rested on all the territory of Egypt. They were very severe. Previously there had been no such locusts as they, nor shall there be such after them. 15 For they covered the face of the whole earth, so that the land was darkened, and they ate every herb of the land and all the fruit of the trees which the hail had left. So there remained nothing green on the trees or on the plants of the field throughout all the land of Egypt. B. Locust. There are 10 Hebrew words used in Scripture to signify locust. At 1. Locusts belong to the class of Orthoptera, i.e., straight-winged. They are of many species. The ordinary Syrian locust resembles the grasshopper, but is larger and more destructive. The legs and thighs of these insects are so powerful that they can leap to a height of 200 times the length of their bodies. When so raised, they spread their wings and fly so close together as to appear like one compact moving mass. 2. Plagues of locusts. The devastations they make in eastern lands are often very appalling. The invasions of locusts are the heaviest calamity that can befall a country. At 1. Their numbers exceed computation. The Hebrews called them the countless, and the Arabs knew them as the darkeners of the sun. Unable to guide their own flight, though capable of crossing large spaces, they are at the mercy of the wind, which bears them as blind instruments of providence to the doomed region given over to them for the time. At 2. Innumerable as the drops of water or the sands of the seashore, their flight obscures the sun and casts a thick shadow on the earth. Exodus 10:15, Judges 6:5, 7:12, Jeremiah 46:23, Joel 2:10. It seems indeed as if a great aerial mountain, many miles in breadth, were advancing with a slow, unresting progress. At 3. Woe to the countries beneath them, if the wind fall and let them alight. They descend unnumbered as flakes of snow and hide the ground. It may be like the Garden of Eden before them, but behind them is a desolate wilderness. At their approach the people are in anguish, all faces lose their color. Joel 2:6. No walls can stop them, no ditches arrest them. Fires kindled in their path are forthwith extinguished by the myriads of their dead, and the countless armies march on. Joel 2:8-9. At 4. If a door or a window be open, they enter and destroy everything of wood in the house. Every terrace, court, and inner chamber is filled with them in a moment. At 5. Such an awful visitation swept over Egypt. Exodus 10:1-19, consuming before it every green thing, and stripping the trees, till the land was bared of all signs of vegetation. A strong northwest wind from the Mediterranean swept the locusts into the Red Sea. 3. As food, in the New Testament, locusts are mentioned as forming part of the food of John the Baptist, Matthew 3:4, Mark 1:6. By the Mosaic law, they were reckoned clean, so that he could lawfully eat them. At 1. Locusts are prepared as food in various ways. Sometimes they are pounded, and then mixed with flour and water and baked into cakes, sometimes boiled, roasted, or stewed in butter, and then eaten. They were eaten in a preserved state by the ancient Assyrians. 4. Tribulation locust. The name locust also occurs in Revelation 9:3, 7, in allusion to this oriental devastating insect.